What's going on, Canes fans, and welcome to episode number 10 in the Walking and Venting with Coop series. This is a big one, because I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. I didn't think that anything was really going to happen with this series. I expected to upload episode number 1, and then we probably wouldn't revisit the series ever again. But here we are 10 weeks later, and we are still rocking this thing. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and commenting and just watching this series. If you're new here, it's exactly what it sounds like. I walk along the edge of my property while venting about a hot topic when it comes to the Miami Hurricanes, and I have a juicy one for you guys tonight. I want to talk about the Miami Hurricanes and hiring alumni, and more importantly, I want to talk about, and I gotta think of a nice way to put this. I want to talk about Canes fans being kind of just blind when it comes to hiring at the University of Miami, because they focus solely on alumni and South Florida guys and guys that have ties to the University of Miami. So what exactly do I mean by that? First off, let me put a little disclaimer in here before you guys are coming for my neck in the comment section. You probably noticed the title. I have nothing against Ed Reed. I love Ed Reed. He's a good dude. He's done a lot of things for us, both in the past and in the present. And he's currently our chief of staff. I have nothing against Ed Reed. But do I want Ed Reed to be our new head coach? Absolutely not. What qualifies Ed Reed to be our head coach? Because he was a great player for us back in the day in the 2000s? Does that really qualify you to be our head coach in 2022? No way, bro. It doesn't. Now, let me get back to what I was saying. Let me give you some specific examples of what I've been seeing Miami Hurricanes fans put out there, and then we'll revisit the Ed Reed talk as well. There are Miami fans out there that are so stuck in the past that want alumni on the staff so bad. Let me give you their list. I literally saw a dude on Twitter arguing with Canes fans saying that he wanted Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as our athletic director. He wanted Ed Reed as the head coach, Ken Dorsey as the OC, and Ray Lewis as defensive coordinator. Now, you guys are going to be like, Coop, that dude got you. He's trolling. No, bro, he's serious. And there are other Canes fans backing him up saying that's the dream team. If we're shooting for the stars, those are the guys we should go for. Number one, half of those dudes would not even pick up the phone. Like, yeah, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a cool guy, but what qualifies him to be an athletic director? The dude, yeah, he played for Miami in the past. That's why everyone wants him. That's why, because he played at Miami. He has ties to South Florida and the Canes. Dude, he's been a wrestler and an actor. And he works out a lot and does these deals with Under Armour. That's who you want our athletic director to be? Don't mistake this for me throwing shade. But I'm just getting upset because we want to take this thing to the next level, and we're talking about bringing in unqualified people just because they played at the University of Miami in the past. And that's just absolutely ridiculous. And he wouldn't even pick up the phone anyways. Being an athletic director is way more work than what he's doing right now and less money. So why would he do that? Ed Reed at head coach. As I said, not qualified, bro. I mean, what he was assistant DB coach for the Bills and now chief of staff at the University of Miami. That doesn't qualify him to be a head coach. Sure, would he be passionate? Yeah. Guess who else is passionate? Manny Diaz. Now, I'm not comparing Ed Reed to Manny Diaz. Don't get it twisted. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, Ed Reed could get the players. Ed Reed could get the players, hyped up on game day and stuff, and they would like him, and, they would play hard. But there's a lot more that goes into it than just being hyped up, guys. There's way more that goes into being a head coach. And I want somebody qualified. And okay, let's continue on. Looking at OC, Ken Dorsey, amazing quarterback, right? He's been doing some things in the NFL, but where's his offensive coordinator experience? Where is it? I don't want people learning on the job anymore. I don't want to hire guys just because they have ties to Miami. And I don't want this to be a place for them to learn any longer, guys. We have to learn from our past mistakes. We keep talking about how great we used to be and how we want to get better and we want to take that next step, but we keep doing the same things over and over again. We're just shooting ourselves in the foot. Now, there are other examples, honestly, that I could give. That's just one of the more far-fetched ones that I've seen that just sounds absolutely ridiculous. But I'm telling you guys, there are so many lists out there and people that are super serious. I'm not playing with you. That literally want these people in these positions. And I truly think that, guys, it's just fans that are stuck in the past. They do want what's best for Miami, and that's what they feel like is best for Miami. What it is that when they think of those guys, they associate those names with winning. So they believe that if we put those names back, we put those guys back in the building, their names are mentioned again, they're around the program, that we'll win again. It's the same thing with Nike and Adidas. Does your gear truly determine the outcome of the game? No, it doesn't. I make a lot of jokes, but guys, it plays no part. It has no impact. So guys think that if we put that check mark on our chest again, that we'll win. Why? Because when we wore them back in the day, we were winning championships. And I understand that you want to get back to that so bad. But that's not the solution. That's not the answer, guys. You're stuck in the past. College football has changed greatly since then. And we need to be willing to rethink the way that we do things. We've got to evolve and change with it if we want to try and be great again. So another point that I want to make about this is I want us to take our time when hiring our athletic director and this new coaching staff. Most people want to rush into it because, they're telling me, Coop, the early signing period is coming up. And, if we don't even know who our athletic director is, and if Manny is in limbo or possibly fired, what are we going to do? That's tragic for us. I get it. I mean, it is. That's bad, bro. It is. But the thing is, we cannot rush this one. This one has to be the one. We finally got the attention of, a lot of the higher ups. And they've already said they're willing to increase the flow of money, which we have to actually see that happen first before I believe it. But they're willing to invest a little more. We have to take our time with these hires. And if it means, this comes across the wrong way. This sounds really, really bad when I say this, okay? But just bear with me. If we have to kind of sort of sacrifice our recruiting class to make the right hires, I'm willing to do that. You guys are going to tell me I'm absolutely crazy, that could set us back a couple years if we do that, but so could rushing our athletic director and head coaching hire. It could absolutely set us back. So we've got to take our time with this, even if that's what it means, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I don't want to just hurry and hire the first guy we interview because, guys, let's say it's later down the road. Early signing period is next week. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, we'll call you up. Bro, you got the job. We need you to come in and start now, and let's start working on this class. No. Let's take our time with this one. Let's make it count and let this be the right one. So going back to the other stuff, the alumni stuff, guys, I'm very appreciative of what any alumni have done for the University of Miami. That they could have chosen multiple different schools. They probably had lots of offers, some of these guys anyways, and they chose to wear the orange and green. They chose to rep the U and wear that thing on their chest. I'm very thankful for them, appreciative, but if their resume does not back up what you guys want them to do, I don't want them. That means no to Ed Reed at head coach. That means no to Ken Dorsey at head coach. Look at what honestly, guys, has hiring a bunch of alumni and guys with ties to Miami gotten us so far. Really? No, just sit there and think about it for a second. We keep wanting to bring in these guys, and what has it gotten us so far? Oh, wait, think about it. It's honestly just a recipe for disaster, and we're going to end up in the exact same boat that we are in right now, 3 years from now. And we're going to be having all these same talks again, except possibly then, maybe with less money, because then everybody's going to say, you know what? We finally decided to put more money in this thing, and we had the same results. I guess we're just going to pull that back and start putting it back into academics and pull it away from the sports and the football program. It's just asking for a problem. And I know maybe it's kind of stupid for me to dedicate an entire video to this, but I promise you guys, even if you don't see it in my comment section, I promise you there are people out there that this is what they want. They think it is for the best. And I'm not calling them stupid or anything like that, because at the end of the day, Miami fans just want Miami to be great again, whatever it takes. And everybody has a different idea of how to get there, and that's their idea of how to get there. But as I said, they're stuck in the past. And it's only going to hurt us if we bump up and hire all of these guys that are alumni. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't guys that could come in that are alumni that could turn this thing around. There absolutely is. And, you know, maybe Ed Reed did get hired on as head coach or DC, and he did really good. Guys, I'm an open-minded person. I'm willing to think outside the box and put myself in others' shoes and really try to, you know, think about these things and understand that anything is possible. But I'm just saying, when you really take a deep look at it, it just doesn't make sense. It's time for us to change the way we do things, mix it up, try something a little different, because obviously what we've been doing is not working. So you guys know, when it comes to head coach, you guys know I'm all aboard the Lane train. He has no ties to Miami. And I love that. That's actually a bonus for me. It's a plus. And for a lot of you, it's a negative. But I actually really, really love that. You guys know that for athletic director, I'm a huge fan of Mac Rhodes over at Baylor. Does he have ties to Miami? I don't think he does. And you know what? I love that. I love it. I'm not saying that I hate or dislike alumni, or that I hate or dislike when guys have ties to Miami. It's not that. I'll take Mario Cristobal. There's other guys with ties to Miami that I will take. So please, I'm so worried that people are going to take this video and twist my words and change it up. That's not it. But I'm just saying, this time around, let's change it up. Let's mix it up a little bit. And no. Let's not hire that dream team. That dream team that I've been seeing around on social media. Because I just personally think that that's a really bad idea. So, anyways, it feels good to get that off my chest, man. It really does. That's why I enjoy these walking and venting. I get to come out and breathe in some fresh East Tennessee air. Unfortunately, the leaves have now changed and pretty much died now at this point. It was beautiful out here last week. But now it's getting a lot colder, and, you know, obviously you can tell I'm bundled up. So now everything's dying off. But we got one regular season game left, guys. We're going bowling because we got that 6th win against Virginia Tech. A lot of people are now thinking that Manny Diaz might be retained, but I just don't think that's possible. There's no way that when we do bring in an athletic director that they're going to keep Manny. They're going to want their guy. And I hope and pray that we don't keep him just because we're worried about our recruiting class. And I hope that we don't rush the AD hire just because we're worried about the recruiting class. But let me know your feelings down below in the comment section. It's okay if you don't agree with me. If you are that guy that wants Ed Reed as head coach, come in and let's chop it up down in the comment section. Tell me why. If you're one of those guys that wants Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, hold on. If you're one of those guys that wants Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as athletic director at the University of Miami, you can comment, but I do think that you're crazy. I'm sorry, I do. Wow. Yeah. I'm just being blunt. So make sure you leave a comment. Let's talk about it down there. You can talk about your athletic director or your head coach, or you can tell me I'm crazy or not crazy and you agree with me. Let your feelings be known. Man, what an exciting time to be a Canes fan, though, guys. We have so many things potentially that could go well for us in the future, and we have brighter days ahead. Exciting times when changes are happening. Big changes at that. So remember, though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family. But at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.